100%. This is one of, I'm gonna say the coolest abandoned place I've ever been to. Holy smokes. Wow. This is absolutely amazing. How is this for a view? Holy cow. I didn't think I was going to see this. What's going on, everyone? Today. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're in Joplin, Missouri, a little town, Joplin, Missouri. Pretty much going to go and explore some cool abandoned places. I've done a bunch of abandoned videos before, obviously not breaking the law, going on public property and breaking in. But we're going to go check out some cool abandoned places. We're going to go see some roadside attractions. I've done a few videos like this before, but not a ton. I think I would like to do more going forward. But anyway, Joplin, Missouri, most famously known for the EF5 tornado that destroyed the town in 2011. We're actually at Cunningham Park right now. This was ground zero right here. They built this whole memorial here. I'll have to throw in some clips in this video. Another famous thing, if you're into Bonnie and Clyde, which I do a ton of stuff on my channel, the famous Bonnie and Clyde Joplin shootout garage apartment is here. I'm recording that as well today. But either way, come along. Let's go see what Joplin has in store for us. I have some cool stuff coming up. Don't worry. It's gonna blow your brains a little bit. Let's go. Welcome to Joplin, Missouri, everyone. Quiet little town for the most part. Also, pretty much half of it's brand new. Like I just mentioned, the catastrophic EF5 tornado really destroyed a large part of this town. And when my wife and I were driving in yesterday, we couldn't help but notice how new the town looked, and obviously a lot of it is brand new. This first place I want to go to has been, it's a century old. It started out as Redding's Mill swimming pool, built in 1927, and pretty much since 2012 has been abandoned. Oh, we are coming up to it, so I want you to go that way.
In the parking lot?
It's not a parking lot, but go that way to the left. Go that way. Keep going straight. All right, first stop on our adventure today. Wow. I think this used to say posted, but I don't see it anymore. Anyway, this is the, I guess it's still today, the Ardez Villa. It's a century old, like I said, built in 1927. It started out as the Redding's Mill swimming hole, planned to be a huge resort property with cabins, the pool. This obviously used to be the pool right here. It was actually 25 cents a day. Can you imagine that for a person to come and swim the entire day? 25 cents a day. Closed in 1986 for an unknown reason. However, it was bought in 1994 and it was renamed Ardez Villa. It was a restaurant. It closed in 2012 and has been abandoned for a decade. Now, new owners actually bought this in 2017. However, it still sits abandoned. They don't really know what to do with it. So, yeah, that's all the fun facts I have about this place today, but I want to kind of just go and look around now. Wow. I believe we would be standing in the swimming pool right now. There's not too many photos of what this place looked like in the 1920s. It's more so like paintings or drawings, I'm sorry. Gotta make sure I don't get any ticks in here. I think it's too cold out for ticks, to be honest with you. But look at this thing. Wow. My wife and I do love abandoned places. But, you know, I mean, you could today is not like it used to be with abandoned places. You used to, you know, be able to go in places long ago, and if you got caught, the police would just be like, hey, you're not supposed to be in here. But today, you get like arrested. That's why a lot of YouTubers who do this type of videos don't do them much anymore, including myself, because it is so not worth it, literally, to get handcuffs on you just to make a video. But there was no signs or anything with this place, and I mean, it's just wide open. Look at this. Whoa. That's so cool. I don't even know what this would be used for. Like this pavilion. You know, I originally thought when I was looking this up online that you know, this would be blocked over here, and my plan was to actually walk around the gate, because I think there's a path that goes right back there behind the woods, but we wouldn't have gotten that good of a view. I want to go check out. God, what an amazing shot this is. You guys see this? Do my best, because I do want you to feel like when you're watching this that you're here with me. And we're doing this together. But holy smokes, this is absolutely amazing. I don't think I've ever been to an abandoned place quite like this before. Wow. This is like a castle thing. So yeah, this was, like I said, most recently turned into a restaurant. Ardez Villa was what it was called. Yeah, look how deep this pool looked. It's crazy. You know, I'm always, when I do these type of videos, especially something like this, my biggest fear is not like getting caught, to be honest with you. My biggest fear is like people, like actual people that are like living in these areas, kind of hanging out, maybe like druggies or something, you know, very territorial, protective. Oh, I'm not worried about that, because it's been, my wife said like her biggest fear is a ceiling collapsing, because it's been here for that long. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be going up no staircase, tell you that much. Let's go in just a little bit of this castle here. I don't think anybody's here. I think we would have heard something. This is so cool. Holy smokes. Wow. It's just that little opening in there. It's a stage. Oh my gosh, it is a stage. Yeah, entertainment, restaurant, it was. I do apologize for all the profanity on the walls, you know how people are. Guess we'll go over this way. Okay, I'm so glad I decided to come over here. It says teen romance on the wall. Let's see if we can see in here. Wow. This is pretty darn cool to see. I guess we'll go over and see the front of this. Let's see. Sheriff's Department. So yeah, like I said, today somebody owns this actually. It was bought in 2017 and they haven't done anything with it. I mean, it looks totally like crap, so probably just best to tear it down. Like, look at this. Probably just best to tear it down and rebuild something on the land. Don't step on those. This is absolutely amazing. I honestly didn't think we would have access to all this. I thought it was going to be a lot more blocked off. And now we're back outside, back in the swimming pool. Just go take a peek over here. Oh, that floor. Oh, I don't like that floor. Wow. Okay. Oh, could you take my picture? This looks pretty cool. 100%. This is one of, I'm going to say the coolest abandoned place I've ever been to. I do have a full abandoned playlist. All right, how cool was that? Man, well, we'll just get one more last view. Gosh, that is so cool. I'm so glad I found this place, man. All right, let's head to the next abandoned location here in Joplin, Missouri. Let's go. All right, wow, there has been a lot of commotion on this road. Of course, as soon as I start to film, I don't like that. I want all the focus to be on the house, but now we are going to take the walk West 34th Street, and now I'm on South Joplin now, but we're going up West 34th Street. Man, so if this is the first time visiting my channel, I'm a big fan of the whole Bonnie and Clyde story. Obviously, I'm not, a fan of what they did, but the historical side of it, I am, especially since I live in Dallas. Oh my gosh, and the owners are here. That's who, somebody owns this actually, but that's why I think the owner's truck is parked in the garage. But anyway, I've been waiting forever to see this. If you like Bonnie and Clyde, make sure you check out my Bonnie and Clyde playlist. But this is awesome. Holy crap. This is where they stayed. Oh, and he has his garbage can in front of the sign. I have to read the sign because you have to. Historic site, Bonnie and Clyde Garage Apartment, 1933. Clyde Barrow, Bonnie Parker, Buck, and Blanche Barrow, and W.D. Jones rented this apartment and holed up here for 13 days. On April 13th, 1933, law officers from the Joplin Police Department and from Newton County, seeking suspected bootleggers, approached the dwelling. The outlaws opened fire on them, killing Joplin Detective Harry McGinnis and Newton County Constable J.W. Harriman. The Barrow Gang escaped, leaving behind a roll of Kodak film that yielded the first publicly seen photographs of the infamous gang, and obviously Bonnie and Clyde. That's why I think this house is such an important part in the Bonnie and Clyde history, because up until this time, they had no idea that they had no idea what they were, who they looked like, and this is where all the film was taken from. So obviously I'll throw in a bunch of photos of them here, but this is where everything was taken. Okay, let's just kind of replay the scene, right? So it's April 13th, 1933, like I said. Detective a constable, 2 troopers, and 1 officer come pulling up, and they pretty much park their car in front of the garage to block the garage, right? In the meantime, Clyde is closing the garage on the left side, this garage right there. Can you imagine that? Clyde Barrow's closing that. Obviously, those are not the same doors, but he's closing the garage down. And when he does that, the constable, Harriman, approaches. He gets out of his car, approaches there, and he walks up to Clyde. What does Clyde do? Automatically pulls out a shotgun and shoots him in the chest. So Wes Harriman, who's the constable, is lying halfway into that left garage right there, and he dies pretty much on the spot. The next officer, McGinnis, I believe his name is, he then gets out of the car and is shot, I think, from one of the windows. Shot from one of the windows. I don't know if it was by Buck or W.D. Jones. I'm going to assume it was Buck. But then he also is laying here in the driveway, bleeding. Now, Wes Harriman would die on the spot, and the other detective would die later that day in the hospital. But once that was done, they pretty much, Bonnie and Clyde and the gang, left everything in this apartment. They got their whatever they could grab, which wasn't much at all, and they flew, and then they all got in the car, and Clyde took the car, flew it out of the garage there, rammed, busted out, and then they went driving, I believe, down the road right there. How crazy of a story is that? But yeah, right up these steps, the famous Bonnie and Clyde garage apartment. I've wanted to see this for so long, and I'm finally here. At the end of it, there would have been about 60 shots fired. A ton of them went into the apartment. Gosh, I've seen that there's holes in there in the apartment, but I'm not going to go looking, especially since they're here. But both officers died that day. At the end of their raid, Bonnie and Clyde killed 13 total people, 9 of them being officers. Crazy, crazy stuff. This next location we're going to is a very old historic apartment building. It's called the Olivia Apartments, and it's a city landmark, which is the only reason why it's still here, because it's been abandoned for so long. But I think we're coming up to looks like the main street of Joplin, Missouri. Correction, we are on the main street of Joplin, and it's a whopping 36 degrees. Papa John's will warm us up. Now, like I said earlier, a lot of Joplin is new because the tornado destroyed a bunch of the town, but I'm pretty sure the tornado did not hit Main Street, because these are very old, classic southern type of buildings and businesses. There's the butterflies! Oh my gosh. I talked about that whole the butterfly people story in my Joplin tornado video, so I'll put all my Joplin videos down below, but go check that out. The butterfly people. Yeah, you can see these are definitely not new. It looks so old, but cool. I love the rustic look of a lot of these buildings. Down on Main Street. Thanks, Bob Seger. We were very close to Route 66. Oh, this is Route 66? Oh, well, I'm an idiot. We're crossing Route 66, and there's a Route 66 mural. Someday, we'll have to go and do that. I think when we're retired and we can, take 2 weeks off to just drive on the roads across the country. Yeah, right here. Route 66 right in front of us. I think we're getting closer. Oh yeah, some of these buildings are really old, especially these churches. There's an abandoned house. It's all boarded up. Oh, and we are here. Looks like it's under construction too. Well, we've made it to our next location, and it is definitely under construction. No, it's not that building right there, even though that looks like it's under construction too. But right here is the historic Olivia Apartments. Wow, so yeah, this was originally opened in 1907. However, in 2006, it was deemed unsafe and evacuated, and it has been abandoned ever since. Crazy story though, in 2020, you know, the year the world shut down with COVID, in 2020, there was a rooftop fire. I don't think anyone knows really how it started, but there was a rooftop fire. I'll have to throw in some photos. Obviously they put it out, but yeah, can you imagine that? Supposedly this place is haunted. I mean, I know, okay, I get it. A lot of old hotels, everyone, oh yeah, it's haunted. But from what I've read, this is one of the most haunted places in the city of Joplin here in Missouri. But yeah, it's currently under construction. And I'm guessing they're fixing it up. This is obviously the closest we're gonna get. You could see it's all fenced off. Right across the street, this house is all abandoned too. All boarded up, no trespassing. Pretty creepy though, kind of cool. Look at this old fence. Wow. I like it. Tell me that doesn't look like a haunted house if you ever did see one, right? The Olivia Apartments. So obviously, like I said, this is all we're really able to see. I will throw in some photos of what it looks like. What it used to look like on the inside and what it looked like. I found some photos from 2015. So I'll have to throw in some photos for y'all. What it used to look like. Pretty cool. Maybe as I'm recording this, there's ghosts watching me from the top up there. All right, once again, the old historic Olivia Apartments. Will it live to see another day in the future? Sure, looks like it. They're putting new windows in. And who knows, maybe someday when we come back to Joplin, we will stay in the Olivia Apartments. Right next to some pretty old churches and stuff too. All right. We are going to head to our next location. Cunningham Park, which is funny because like there's a town next to my hometown called Cunningham up in Pennsylvania. But as I said, this was what took place here. This was once ground zero on Sunday, May 22nd, 2011. The seventh deadliest tornado in U.S. history. The deadliest ever in the state of Missouri. There's a couple things to see here. We're going to kind of check them all out. Let me see what I want to head to here. I gotta obviously be a little quick because if it gets too dark, you guys aren't going to be able to see anything. But I want to head, I think the memorial for the most part is straight ahead. So let's go over this way. All right, so right here, these pretty much just resemble what was once here. Just like these homes are right there today. These are what used to stand here. First thing that catches my eye is please respect this memorial for tornado victims and survivors. Oh, that's tough. That is tough. Let's see. Tornado statistics, May 22nd, 2011. Oh, this is actually pretty interesting. 5:34 p.m. touches down west of Joplin. 5:41 p.m. reaches Cunningham Park right here. Like I said, keep in mind in this video, this was like the ground zero of where the tornado was, directly on the ground. Everything here and surrounding areas absolutely destroyed. The highest classification of a tornado, EF5. Wind speed, excess 200 plus miles per hour. Duration, it was on the ground for 38 minutes. 13 miles. Lives lost, 161. Injured over 1,000, which I actually have that exact number. 1,150 people injured, 161 killed. Trees destroyed, 18,000 plus. Buildings destroyed, 8,000. Cost $1,347,883,644. I can't believe I actually was able to say that number out loud. Gosh. Pets displaced. That's interesting to have this. 1308. Pets returned, 529. 7th deadliest tornado in U.S. history. Oh my gosh, they have a picture of the park. Look at that. You know, when you see photos and videos of this, just Joplin in general, all you see is the destruction. But this is interesting to see what the park looked like then, and here it is today. And actually the kids, I guess that'd be the newer kids' playground straight over there. Wow, doesn't that look so nice with that sunset? Man, this is like peaceful in here.
Okay, we read that this is referred to as the water wall, and it's broken into 38 segments, which represent the 38 minutes that the tornado was on the ground from start to finish. And the 7th segment is at 5:41, and that represents the time that the tornado touched down on this location.
Next location is about 1 minute down the road. What we're going to next is the old swimming hole. Now, from what I've read online, this was a private swimming, like, water slides park, but like locals could pay to go there for the day. I don't know how much we'll be able to see because this is highly private property, like cameras, you know, you see the signs that they're like, you're on video, just so you know, type of stuff. So, but we'll see what we can see coming up. Okay, well, the whole water park is back here. The old swimming hole. I'm not gonna be able to see much, but let's see what we can see. So yeah, it's all back here. Even has an old mailbox. Now where this is, just let's pull to the side right here. That's fine, stop. Well, as we could see, you used to be able to, even on Google Maps, I saw you could like pull in here and park. But no, they, like I said, they were super strict about their signs and stuff. And they even put, this is like legit barbed wiring. But let me zoom in and see what we can see of the old water park. So yeah, this was the old swimming hole water park. So like I said, this was a private, somebody built this themselves. Oh my God, there's cows there. I didn't even realize that. Somebody must own all this now. This was a private water park that people can come and swim at. And not that long ago, I think, I'll have to go back and check, but I think in like 10 years ago, something like that, 2012, there was a young boy that drowned here at the park, and then they just shut down, and it's been abandoned ever since. Okay, so you are not going to believe this. I was out there filming, and the owner came by, and I thought for sure he was gonna be like, "What are you doing here?" But he comes up and he's like, "You can go in if you want." And I was like, "Oh, really?" And he's like, "Yeah, I own it. Just pull in his driveway, walk down, and he said you can go in." And he's like, "Just no spray paint." But I'm like, "Oh, I got my phone." So let's freaking go. So yeah, I was talking to the owner. He lives right here. I knew it was like a privately built water park, right? So just to give you an idea, I'm filming there on the side. I see this car coming up, and like I said, I thought for sure he was gonna say, "What are you doing?" But he came right up, super nice gentleman, says, "You can go back there if you want to." I was like, "What?" He said, "Yeah, just pull into my driveway and you can walk right back in." And I didn't get into the details, but he's like, "Did you see it? Did you see it online?" I said, "Yeah, well, we're from Dallas. We're in the area this weekend." And yeah, he said, like I said, super nice. He said, "No spray painting," which I said, "All I have is my phone." And I asked him, I said, what's the plan for the future?" And he said he's thinking about making it into an airsoft park. Will never be a water park again. Oh my God. I'm gonna have such a freaking blast walking through this. I cannot believe that guy. I should have got his name, but I can't believe my luck now. So we're gonna have some fun in this video. How is this for a view? Holy cow. I didn't think I was gonna see this today.